Good morning. I know I Miss Anika in action. Yes, Anika have created a group, right? Well, first I won't go into detail with that about that group, but just know you gotta spend money to make money. That is just how it is, right? Based on circumstances that made me create that group and decide to only post on YouTube right now once a week, right? Maybe a little further down, I'll start doing the YouTube twice a week, but for now, it's only once a week, and I'm trying to do it on a Saturdays now only. Right, so I ain't even going and getting to that 26 again last night. I done asleep, I done throw that behind me already. So I ain't even talking about that 26 that came out last night. Today's a new day. We going on to new things today. Remember, Playway is a risk. It is a risk. It is at your own risk to spend your own money. If you win, do something good with the money. If you lose, take a little rest. Asia. If you lose, take a little rest. Right? Yesterday I caught the 13. I pick and choose my marks, and I spent 150 and I won 1400. So minus 150 from that 1400, and that was my profit, right? So sometimes you're lucky picking and choosing, sometimes you play all your marks and you win, right? So let me get into it now. Today is why I keep saying the 8th? No, sorry, today is not the 8th of February. Today is the 7th. I think last night when I made that video, I posted today is the 7th, and somebody told me today is the 6th. So today, Asia. Today is not the 8th, today is the 7th. Right. So at 10:30 he's coming on the 8. At 1 p.m. he's coming on the 29. At 4 p.m. he's coming on the 16, and at 7 p.m. he's coming on the 24. Right? Somebody asked me, how do you know what he's coming under for the day? If you go on Google, you search Playway, go to Google, search Playway, click on Playway, and you scroll down. You will see like a whole month with dates. The last date to the bottom, you will see the actual date. Those 4 numbers going straight across, that is what he's coming under for the day. So every day you do that, you're going to Google, press Playway, go down to the bottom, you'll see certain numbers, the last numbers in the row, the last set of numbers in the column is what he's coming under for the day, right? So let me get into it. So before I show all my star marks and everything, I started doing something different. I started breaking down the numbers for each draw, right? Because sometimes some people say, it's too much numbers. What to play under this number? Player man can play anything at any time of the day. You're not always lucky to catch a straight mark. The 26 was straight last night because after all he ran around with the 26, he finally bring it directly under the 29, which is 26 is the flip from 29. You're not always lucky to catch it so. So some people just play all the marks, some people just win. Some people just pick and choose, some people just win. Some people don't pick and choose, they're not so lucky. Yesterday, one of my group members, Asia, one of my group members, in the night for the last draw, she asked me to help her pick. I showed her my exact list, what I picked, and she won. She won the 26, and she was thankful. There are people in my group winning marks for $100, 150, 10 by 10, 5 by 5. Yeah, they're winning. Some people winning small, who could afford to play small. Some people winning big. I told her yesterday, people who catch that 26, 10 by 10, 5 by 5, $100, $30. If you win $100 mark, that is $3,500, eh? If you win a $50 mark, that is $1,750, right? So 8 is tiger. 30 goes with 8, that is tiger cat. You call that tiger cat. 8 goes with 20. You call that dog named Tiger, right? 20 is actually outside, meaning 20 had to come. 20 is outside mark, right? 8, remember I always tell you, but only see 8, no, 8 goes with 4, 20, 28. All the fun up here, I say these things, yes, and I say it over and over for new people who come in. I say it over and over for you to stick it on the head. Stick it with crazy glue. I stick this in my head. Right? Remember, remember 4, 8 does mainly go with 4 too, because if you divide 8 into 2, you get 4. Now he don't actually have to bring the 4 line, the dead 4. He could bring 13, he could bring 31. He could bring, what's the other 4? 22. And he played 22 yesterday. Yesterday in my video, he was under 9. When I did my video in my group. And I put the numbers and I told them 22 goes with 9 also, because that is cat and mouse. Because 9 is cattle. Cat and cattle. Cat and mouse. So I told them in my group, I said if all you want to play the 22, or you could leave it out, but it goes with the 9. Some people left it out. Some people put it in. And they won the 22, right? Back again, he coming on the list 29 again, right? 29 is opium man. 29 is also drunken man. I still put the flip here, because sometimes when I'm saying it, people don't remember. So I put the flip, 26 is the flip to 29. Now, 29 is a 11, right? We go in again with this 9, 11, 7, 9, 9, 7, that whole line. These two numbers here, first actually it was 27, 36, and 34 was the 3 numbers I was missing for this 9, 11, 7, 9 line, right? In my group, they called the 34. One of those days, they called the 34, right? The blind man. Because this is a 7. 4 and 3, 7. 7 is in the 7, 9, 9, 11 line. Now, the other 2 numbers that missing to fill up that missing gap in that whole saying 7, 11, 9, 11 line is 27 and 36. Now yesterday, I think he was coming under a 7 or a 9 or something like that. I played 27 and 36, knowing that 11 is a play, and I left out the 11. I was so mad because I actually yesterday put it on my paper for the group. I leave it out, and I did not win, right? So as I said, these two are not 36 is a 9, so that will fill up the 9, 11 line, and then 27 is 9, and that also fills up the 9, 11 line. So these two are missing. The 16 and 18 is this is a 9, this is a 7. These numbers played already, right? But it has to come back. I don't know when it will come back, but it has to come back. We're moving on to 16. 16 is Jamet. Remember, 16 goes with 31 over and over. I say that 16 is small Jamet, 31 is big Jamet. If you're playing 31, make sure and flip your numbers. Flip your numbers. And he can't, with your fast self, say, boy, let me try the pick 2 about 3 days ago. I pick out some pick 2 to play. I said 12, 12. I said, boy, he ain't bringing doubles. I play 12, 12. The man who doing the slip cashing me, he say, you're playing anything mega. I said, nah, I ain't want no mega. I don't flip nothing. Do the ticket just so. When I walk in back and guess what, I could see where the man play. 21, 21. So I missed out on, I don't know how much is pick 2, 2,000 somewhere there. I missed out on $2,000 because all I had to do was spend $5 more to flip 12, 12 to 20, 21. So you see? And he kind of want to tap herself because she and all listen to herself. So flip to 19. 16, 19, 32, and 23. I just always put that in one gap. All them goes together. Right? Remember when you see a man, you see a woman. Just like on the same day when he played 29, he played 16. 16 is a woman. Wherever you see a man, you see a woman. So most of the time you play a man, going and play back a man for you after a man, or you're going to pull a woman for you. Right? So all you always look at that. 24. 24 is queen. You know, if you're playing 24, you can look out for king. Because king and queen goes together. 24 is also considered food. 21 is mouth. Food in watch. Food in mouth. 26 is all the 26 is celebration. It is considered, it is a fowl, and fowl is food. We all eat chicken. Right? So this is the breakdown for the day. Now we're getting into the star marks quick, because it's done running on 10 minutes already. Star marks. You see, all you can play all you want to, but you see Star Max, don't ever leave out Star Max. Star Max most of the times mean them numbers missing. Sometimes, like the other day, I changed up my Star Max and including some numbers that I had real like and I put them in Star Max. My group 1. So when I stand up and I hear and I maxing, and I taking a whole hour and I maxing and I doing everything, it's because it's for a reason. It's that you have to spend money to make money. It's that you want the money, you do it with the money, or you just wait on YouTube for the 1 or 2 free days and you can do it on YouTube where you can try to win. Nothing wrong with that. Right? Everybody have to live. Everybody have choices. Your own money to spend on what you want to do with it. Stop that is. So Star Max, let me run slow. 13, 10, 35, 31, 7, 36, 20. Star Max. Right? What I like is the 27, the 2, the 19, the 32, the 23, 15, 16. And what is to come back, meaning they done play already, is 13, 26, 24, 34, 3, and 18. So you all can play. I'm going slow. Right? Very slow. You all can play with my hand trembling. You all can play whatever you want. It is your money. It is your choice. Right? All the best today. We're looking for to clock it for 4 draws straight or to clock it for 3 draws straight. Right? Spend your money wisely. And again, if you win, do something good with the money.